Looking for games with pixel art to give you that retro nostalgia? Or perhaps you're a new gamer who wants to forget all those ray-traced 4K 144Hz gaming for a bit and see what makes these games special. Whatever you might be, you're in the right video, as we'll talk about the best pixel art indie games. Let's not waste any time, let's get to it. Picture this. You're this blob-like creature who wakes up in a dungeon. No memories, no clue what's going on, just an instinct to survive. That's the hook of Dead Cells. And from there, it's a wild ride of lightning-fast combat, exploration, and glorious, glorious death. See, Dead Cells is a roguelike. Every run is fresh. The levels, procedurally generated, so they change the layout each time. But here's the twist. When you die, and you will die a lot, you lose most of your stuff and start right back at the beginning. Sounds frustrating, right? Wrong. That's where Dead Cells is a genius. With each death, you learn. Enemy patterns, the best weapon combos, secret routes, all that knowledge carries over, making you slightly better on the next run. It's this incredible loop of failure, learning, and ultimately thrilling success. The combat in Dead Cells is a pixelated ballet of violence, swords, whips, bows, traps, magic. The arsenal is huge. You're constantly discovering new playstyles and figuring out insane combos. Dodging, rolling, jumping, movement is just as important. Each enemy is this puzzle. Master the pattern, strike fast, and the payoff is that feeling of being unstoppable. The pixel art here is gorgeous. From dank sewers to towering ramparts, each area has its own distinct feel. Better yet, they're full of secrets, hidden rooms, shortcuts, alternative paths that reward the curious player. You'll unlock permanent abilities too, letting you backtrack and open up more of the world in true Metroidvania style. Look, if you like action games with a side of strategy, this is it. It's that combo of heart-pounding intensity and that one more run feeling that hooks you. Every time you die, you'll be itching to go again. A little wiser, a little stronger, and ready to carve a new path through its blood-soaked, beautiful world. I know not everyone digs super challenging platforms, but even if you're the type who gets frustrated easily, hear me out on Celeste. This game, beyond its gorgeous pixel art, is something different. Imagine a game where every time you fail, every jump you miss, every screen full of spikes you explode against, it's actually encouraging you. The story centers around Madeline, a young woman battling anxiety and depression as she tackles the impossible climb up Celeste Mountain. This isn't just about pixels, folks, it's about confronting your inner demons. The controls are incredibly precise, and the challenge ramps up each new area of the mountain you conquer. Yet, the game understands that frustration is part of the process. There's this assist mode, letting you tweak things like speed and stamina if the difficulty's getting to you. It's not cheating, it's about making sure everyone can experience the story. Sorry, gatekeepers, go somewhere else. Speaking of the story, Celeste packs a serious emotional punch. Madeline's struggles feel real, and the quirky characters she meets along the way offer surprising moments of humor and support. Even the mountain itself feels like a character, constantly pushing back against you. The soundtrack? Forget catchy chiptune beats. Celeste's music is an emotional roller coaster that perfectly matches the action and the story beats. It'll get stuck in your head in the best way possible. So yeah, while it's tough as nails, Celeste proves that pixel art games can deliver a profound, even life-changing experience. If you like a good story and don't mind overcoming a challenge through sheer determination, then Celeste is an absolute must-play. Now, imagine a classic animated film. The kind with lush backgrounds and characters that tug at your heartstrings, but instead of just watching it, you're living it. That's Owlboy. This game takes you on a stunning adventure through a world of floating islands, ancient ruins, and grumpy pirates. You play as Otis, a young owl who's just not quite good enough at his job, delivering mail. He's clumsy, gets distracted easily, and more often than not, messes things up. Nobody believes in him, especially his stern mentor. But here's the thing. Otis has a secret. He can fly and carry pretty heavy things while at it. When his village is attacked by pirates, suddenly everyone's hopes rest on this seemingly incapable little owl. This sets up an unforgettable story about overcoming self-doubt, finding unlikely friendships, and the courage to be yourself even when others expect you to fail. The gameplay itself is a charm. You fly around these gorgeously detailed levels, solving puzzles, battling quirky enemies, and even recruiting companions who help you with their unique abilities. There's a real sense of exploration, and hidden areas reward you with treasures and bits of lore that flesh out the world. But honestly, the thing that stuck with me long after finishing Owlboy wasn't the tight gameplay or even the clever puzzles. It was the characters. Otis, his mentor, and the unlikely band of allies who grew to believe in him that I won't spoil just in case you want to play it, but nevertheless, it's the kind of stuff that'll make your heart swell. Owlboy is a reminder that pixel art isn't just about retro nostalgia. It can be used to tell stories that are as rich, moving, and visually stunning as any big-budget game. If you love platformers with a healthy dose of heart, you absolutely owe it to yourself to experience Owlboy. Alright, let's talk about the king of modern pixel art games, Shovel Knight. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Yes, from the looks of it and when you hear about it, this game is more or less an amalgamation of elements from classic games that people loved. But trust me, Shovel Knight is way more than just nostalgia bait. First off, the visuals are stunning. They're vibrant, detailed, and bursting with personality. Every level feels like a unique world, from spooky graveyards to glittering treasure troves. Plus, the animations are so smooth and expressive. The gameplay is where this game truly shines. It takes everything we loved about classics like Mega Man and DuckTales and adds modern twists. You can pogo jump with your shovel, dig up hidden treasures, buy upgrades. There's a surprising amount of depth here. The level design is top-notch. Each stage has unique challenges, clever secrets, and memorable boss battles. And let's not forget the soundtrack. It's filled with catchy chiptune melodies that'll instantly get stuck in your head. But what really makes Shovel Knight special is how it captures that old-school magic. It's tough, but fair. Dying never feels frustrating. It just makes you want to learn from your mistakes and try again. Each victory feels earned, and when you finally beat that tricky level or take down that challenging boss, it's pure satisfaction. So if you're looking for a pixel art game that undeniably feels like a classic yet feels fresh, Shovel Knight is an absolute must-play. It's a love letter to the golden age of gaming, but also a masterpiece in its own right. I promise, grabbing that shovel and setting off in this adventure will be one of your best gaming decisions. Alright, let's talk about the granddaddy of cozy pixel art experiences, Stardew Valley. Now, even if pixel art isn't usually your thing, Stardew Valley has a way of charming the socks off anyone who gives it a chance. The first thing you'll notice is the world absolutely pops with color. The chunky pixels have this nostalgic vibe, and there's a surprising depth to the environments. From the rustling leaves in the forest to the warm glow of your farmhouse at night, it's incredibly inviting. What really makes Stardew Valley special, though, is how much freedom you have. Sure, you inherit a rundown farm from your grandpa, but this isn't just about planting turnips. You can raise animals, go fishing, befriend the whole town, explore mysterious caves. Heck, you can even get married and start a pixel family. That sense of progression is what keeps you hooked. It's never about just one more day on the farm. It's about unlocking new areas, improving your skills, and making the first big pile of gold from your harvest. There's always something exciting to look forward to. And you wouldn't think a pixel farming game could be emotional, but Stardew Valley surprises you there too. The townsfolk aren't just quest givers. They have their own stories, struggles, and dreams. You get to be a real part of their lives, and that makes your time in Stardew Valley feel genuinely meaningful. If you're looking for a game to sink hundreds or even thousands of hours into, a game that'll make you grin from ear to ear, or a game to chill out with after a stressful day, Stardew Valley is a must-play. This isn't just a pixel art game, it's one of the most wholesome and rewarding experiences in gaming, period. So, have you found the pixel game for you to play next? Do you have game recommendations that we've missed? Let us know in the comments below, but for now, please give us a subscribe. This has been Marty, and I'll see you in the next video.